Am I the asshole for pretending to get fired when customers get a temper with me? I am a high schooler with a weekend job at a coffee shop. My coworkers who work weekends are James, the owner's son. He goes to my school. He's a shift manager, but it's not a real formal thing. He's a friendly guy. Danielle, a college student who sometimes works weekends too. So sometimes customers will come in and just be angry about such little stuff. Like literally blow up about nothing. I don't know if they're in a bad mood already and looking for someone to take it out on or what, but it's a lot. Like how sad so you have to be a grown-ass man taking your anger out on high school and college kids. So James and I were joking about having a little fun with them and hopefully getting them off our backs. So one day I was at work and some guy was having a temper about how we don't make the coffee hot enough, which I couldn't do a thing about because I gave it to him right out of the machine. So James came in and was like, "Sir, is there a problem here?" And the guy started ranting at him too. So he was just like, "Opie, this is unacceptable, you're fired." I started acting real sad, like, "No, please don't fire me, my family needs the money. I need this job, please." And he played up being a hard ass, telling me to take off my apron and leave. The angry guy started to backtrack, like, "It isn't that big of a problem, you don't need to fire her over it." I didn't mean it, and James was like, "No, we pride ourselves on the best customer service. Of course, after all that drama, I still had my job, we were just acting." And we've done it a couple times. Whenever a customer will lose their temper at Danielle or I, James will storm in and fire us. And almost every time, the person who had come in angry will apologize and say that they didn't mean it. It's kind of satisfying, making people realize their actions might actually have consequences. Anyway, I was telling my friends from school about this, and a few of them thought it was a mean prank, to let someone go away thinking they'd gotten someone who desperately needs the money fired. Am I the asshole for this joke? Most upvoted comments. Not the asshole. That's a perfect way of dealing with hostile customers. Not the asshole. I think it's hilarious, and maybe it'll teach some people a lesson about controlling their assholery. You're not an asshole at all. You're the hero retailers need. Brilliant. Not the asshole. Customers can be fucking dicks. Usually people are pretty respectful and reasonable, even when they have a legit complaint. But every now and then there's the one guy or gal that comes in and just can't be made happy. They're the worst. Not the asshole. Some places have mirrors placed behind the counter because it has proven that people behave better when they can see what they look like when they act out. Some people seriously need a wake-up call when they start misbehaving. You're the asshole. This situation seems pretty uncomfortable for everyone in the cafe. Most people go to cafes to relax. I know if I saw it happen, I would think the place has asshole managers, and I wouldn't come back. I would probably tell all my friends not to go as well. Customers blowing up is something you will occasionally have to deal with in the service industry. It's literally what managers are paid to deal with, and your mate is not dealing with it appropriately. Is the owner aware you and his son are pulling these little pranks at the cost of his business? I imagine when he finds out you might be fired for real. You're the asshole. Deal with it like a professional. If I owned a brick-and-mortar business and found out my kid and an employee were doing this, you would be fired. Not the asshole. That's hilarious and puts shitty customers in their place. What do you think? Leave a comment down below.